Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. So today in this video we are going to learn how to clean up all these blemishes on the face. That's all these acne, pimples and any other boils or anything that is there on the skin of the face. We are going to learn how to take it off and make the skin look smooth. Now before we go further, please do not forget to subscribe to this channel for further updates. So without wasting any time, let's start editing this picture. Well, the first thing, the basics, is to make a copy of this layer. Now, to make a copy of this layer, there are different options. One is you click it, drag it to the new layer icon and leave it, and you will get a copy. The same, one more. So, I will show you one more way. That is, you just select the layer and you press Ctrl and J. Ctrl and J. Two layers, two copies. Let me delete that again. And the other way to create a layer, a copy, is to go to Layer, New, and Layer via Copy. That's the same Ctrl J I showed you. So you select Layer via Copy and you get one more. So it's the same as a Ctrl J. Okay. So once you make two copies of the layer, we start the editing part. But before I go further, I want to tell you one thing is, let me delete it. Delete it. I'll keep one copy, and this copy I will try to take off the boils and the pimples, acne that are there on this face with the spot healing brush tool, this one. So if you cannot find it, just press the J key on your keyboard and it will come back to this. If it's anywhere else and if you press the J, it will come to the spot healing brush. You long press on the icon and you'll see options. You select the spot healing brush tool. Now I will just try to clean this face a bit. So for example, I'll just click on the boils, click on the big boils, small boils. I'll just zoom inside a little bit. I'm just doing this so that when I do the cleaning of the face, the whole face, it looks much more easier. So you may not need to do it for all the images, but just for this image, I've chosen this image randomly from the internet, but it needs a lot of cleaning, so I'm just trying to clean it manually, and then I will show you the technique to clean the whole face. You can try to clean as much as possible before we smoothen up the skin. To make the brush big and small, you can press the bracket key on your keyboard. So this should be fine for now. Now, with this layer selected, I will make one more copy of it. Now I will go to Filter, Blur, Gaussian Blur, and I will set it to whatever is looking clean enough. The higher the value, the more blur it gets. Don't bother about this eyes and everything getting blurred for now. We just want to see that the skin is looking clean. So maybe 5 should be good enough. Once you're okay with it and it looks okay everywhere, let's say okay. Now what we will do is we will create a mask. So press the Alt key on your keyboard and click the mask icon on the layer panel. Now what happens is everything is hidden in the layer. So black hides, white shows. So take the brush tool, press the B for a shortcut. You can select the smooth edge or a sharp edge brush, but it's better you go with the smooth edge one. And to increase the brush, again the bracket signs, and opacity I'll keep it 100%. Now what we will do is, you remember we had made this layer totally blur, so that blur area I will put on the boils part of the skin. So to do that, now because I will paint, make sure your foreground color over here is white. If it is black, black hides, white shows. So if it is white, it will show what you are painting. Now as I brush it, it will show me the blur part of this image. So you see it now. Okay? This is because I have made the image blur. So I will just decrease the opacity of the brush to say 80%. 8 and 0 is 80, not 8. Okay, 80. So I'm just brushing out and cleaning the skin here. Make your brush small and touch up this area. Now I will change the mode of this layer to overlay. But before I change it, let me make a copy of this layer again this way, and I will change the copied layer to overlay. Okay. Now I will brush a little more. Make sure you select the mask part, not the image part. You select the mask and foreground white. I'll brush a little more. Don't forget to also touch up the neck part, otherwise the skin will look totally different. And the ears. Now select a color, that is, you pick the eyedropper tool, select any color that you want over here. So I want this color. Take the brush tool and just paint over it. Opacity, say I'll make it 20. Just paint it a little bit so that I get an even tone. Now I'll select the mask again and I will just try to get the red tone here. Select the image and I'll just brush a little more here, just so that there's no patchwork left on the skin. So that should be it. If you can see the before and after, I will show you. This is the before and this is the after. So I hope you enjoyed the tutorial. If you have any questions, any doubts, please do not forget to message me in the comment section. I will also paint a little of the lips with the white of the brush on the mask area. Okay. So that's it. We are done. So I'm sure it's much better than the first image. And remember, there are different techniques you can clean the skin on the face. This is just one of it. So please, I hope you enjoyed this tutorial, and any questions, please do not forget to ask me. Thank you, and see you for the next tutorial. Please do not forget to subscribe. Thank you. If you feel that the image is too reddish or too orangish in color, what you can do is select the topmost layer, which has got the overlay mode of the layer. You select it and you reduce the opacity to maybe 70, 60, 50, whatever you like, say 60. It gets a little bit better. If you make it say 50, it'll get a little better. So it's up to you. If you make it 10, it will become more pinkish. So I'll keep it at around 60, which is good enough. And that should be it. So hope you enjoyed this video, and thank you once again.